Comedy Jonah. I hope we're back. I hope. Who knows?
Can you see us?
Can you see us, everybody? Can you hear us? Do we sound okay? Is everything looking great?
Is there
Be
any background noise that you hear?
Okay, great. Welcome, everybody. Then, since it seems to be working great, we're back. Let me let everybody know, Comedy Jonah, super duper quickly, that if they're new to shows, they probably want to follow, like, and subscribe. It's a great way to help support our shows. Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, all of those things. Great way to help support our shows. And thumbs up and subscribe if you're watching on the YouTube. Of course, share the show. Let people know that we're live because sharing, after all, is caring.
Always.
Always. People were saying that you were a little low, Comedy Joe. I'm fixing you. You don't do a damn thing. You're not. You have to sit on your
Oh,
hands.
am I going too low?
Okay, John should be, his
I'm
audio
falling.
should be good now. I just, guys, just
Falling.
so that,
I'm falling in
but
the back.
before the show starts, John like talk, and I just slide and I do this. Yeah, good. So I just do that to him. So hopefully his audio sticks. So look, share the show. You don't want people to miss out on all of this fun goodness. Of course, you can tweet us your questions with hashtag YRRLive. And visit our website is what I also wanted to say, John. YourRealityRecaps.com for the past, 10 years or
10 plus.
so.
You and I've been doing this for over 10 years together, at least.
Isn't that crazy?
Isn't that insane?
Why aren't we
When you know
sick of each
when I
other?
brought up the YouTube channel and I was just kind of looking at the catalog and it's just like, oh my gosh, there's so much content there.
It really is. It is. It is.
Hmm.
If you guys, don't love Big Brother, we have, Bravo shows, Survivor shows, cooking shows. I'm live every single day. There is no Big Brother live feeds, but there's been Eric feeds for the past year. If you want to see the cacophony chaos of my life, taking care of my mother with dementia,
Right.
we do cooking shows every night. We talk. It is so much fun for Eric live feeds. We do Twitch at night. And now, John, we've been hanging out at night watching stuff in our Discord. And I don't know if I'm allowed to say, but we're going to be streaming Big Brother in our Discord. So you can literally just come to our Discord, watch the show, and chat. You don't have to deal with VPNs and other websites
Oh,
and all that
wow.
stuff. And yeah, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that.
It,
So I'm just
like
kidding.
discord.com or what's Discord? What's that?
Okay, Grandpa, I'll teach you later. It's yourrealityrecaps.com/Discord for any of you that would like to join. We
Mm.
have to talk about being back for a new season. Now, look,
I
John,
know.
you are not one to hold back, as we all know. And there has been a lot of, feelings this season about the live feeds being changed. Right off the bat, I feel we need to get Comedy Jonah's opinion. I literally have watched the meltdown of several people on Twitter over this, and I just want to know, what are your feelings, Comedy Jonah, on there being no live feeds?
Well, you know how much I watch the feeds.
You never watch them, so I don't imagine you can. But you did for the last season of Big Brother. I was very proud of you.
I did watch them, and I loved it with even like Celebrity Big Brother, like in the US. And I don't think the US is going to do that and fall
No.
suit. But you know what I loved about the live feeds? I loved all the extra information that we could, have on this show. You know what I mean? And just really talk about things on the live feed. So, when there's fans like me who just don't have the time to watch the feeds, it's nice to watch our show and get caught up, right? And comment and be in a safe space that you can be like, oh my gosh, she said what? You know what I mean? So
I
that
liked
I
how you
miss.
just pivoted that away to the conversation and made it a promo for us. I just wanted to know what you thought about the live feeds not being on. But as long as we're promoting, also make sure you follow our live feed updaters, even though the feeds aren't there. So here's the deal. For those people that don't know, apparently now we're getting like blocks of live feed time, like a 7-hour block, a 6-hour block, like all of the things. We don't really know what this format is yet. It's still being unfurled. We just finished, the second hour of Big Brother. But, our live feed updaters are still all over it and, doing everything. I think the first 2.5 hours are out. Right now of live feeds. So I mean, it is different. I feel like if I say how I really feel, everybody hates me and stop watching the show.
Well, I mean, they already would have hated you years ago. But the
They
only
do.
thing that I can think of, the only thing that I can think of is that, this gives them a chance to kind of control it a little bit. So if somebody
Yeah.
says something inappropriate, they don't have to show it. The network doesn't have any liability type of things. But I mean, we're talking about Canada, like the nicest people.
I
So
know.
I can see them doing it in the US. I can see
Yeah.
them doing it in Australia, but, or even in the UK, but not
Well,
Canada. I mean, have we ever had an issue where somebody said something inappropriate in
yes.
Canada? We
Yes,
have. I mean,
100.
but
One.
rarely, right?
I mean, it's gotten worse, but it's gotten worse because I think the culture and the climate has changed and the things
Right.
that people tolerate and accept have changed. So, all of those things 100% a factor. I believe that Big Brother Canada is doing it for the mental health of people. I also
Yeah.
think it benefits them. Don't get me wrong. I think it 100% benefits the show too, to, like you say, control the edit. I think it's ridiculous and people should
But
just
I
stop.
also think there's a way to balance people's mental health
Sure.
in the house. I never binge episodes, and I forgot what season it was of Australia. And the voice in the house gets really involved in the game and brings people into the diary room and checks in with them and what's going on, and it's almost like a mini therapy session. And I actually really liked that. At first I was like, oh, this is so weird, but then it was just like everybody kind of stayed a little balanced throughout the game, throughout that season I saw. So I really liked that. Like, do
Yeah,
something
no.
like that, but give us the feeds.
Yeah, I mean, I am sad. I love the feeds, but again, now, I love the feeds. I've gone away from Twitter in a way because it just seems to have become very negative. And, I was
Yeah.
from those Twitter streets, and I don't know if I've just gotten too old for it now, but like, I love just hanging out and watching the feeds in our Discord because I know it's like a community of people and you can disagree without people trying to murder you, and all of those things. So I don't know. I'm sad at the loss of feeds. I don't think that it's
Hmm.
as horrific as everyone's making it. I definitely cringe a bit when I see people being like, because, they said they wanted to do it for the mental health, as well. And people are like, what about my mental health? And I'm just like, please stop yourself. Honest to God, if you're
I want
seriously,
to judge. I want to judge.
it is a slap in the face to people who actually have mental health issues if you're acting like your mental health is affected because you can't watch a TV show.
Well,
I
and
just,
even if you're, yeah, even if you're watching the feeds, because
woo!
I mean, everybody, everybody.
Flipped around. See, now I'm looking at you. Doesn't it make much more sense? I was looking over there.
No,
Now I'm
it
looking
makes
at you.
so much
Makes
more
more
sense.
sense. Yeah, go ahead.
No, but I mean, as far as everyone's mental health, even the podcast, all of the different podcasters that are watching the feeds and stuff, trying to get that information, whatever, get that juicy piece, they're going to probably have better mental health because everything's controlled now, right? The feed link, the blobs of live feeds that we're going to get, they're not going to be live. They're going to be recorded live feeds, but it's all controlled, like all the information.
All I know is I want a shirt that says "Get that juicy piece." Hashtag Comedy Jonah. Get that juicy piece. Yeah, I think bottom line for me is it's definitely sad. I will always miss the camaraderie of it, but maybe I'm just selfish that we have an amazing Wire Art community of amazing people,
Hmm.
and I'm with them in Discord talking, so like I don't feel like I've missed anything, and I don't know. I'm happy. I love watching the show and doing stuff with our Wire our family,
Right,
so
and
it's
why
fun.
our Discord never ends, right? Like, there's no seasons of that. You have it all the time, right?
They have it all the time. We have it broken
Yeah.
down to like the shit. Like there's like little sub, sections so you can go talk about cooking shows, or we share recipes, or favorite TikToks, or and like I said, we watch movies every night, and it's fun. Whatever. I just like it because in the past when we would say like let's watch something together, everybody would have to like, okay, go to our TV. I'm 5 minutes ahead of you. I'm six. The thing that I
Yeah.
love about Discord is one of us just plays the show right there, and everyone's watching it. Like we're all watching and talking and chat. Like that's what I like about it. But whatever.
How
Moving
fun.
on. Moving on. Can we please talk about
Okay.
how hot this cast is? Do
How
you?
hot?
Hot. Like ooey baby. The
Oh,
the
so hot.
guys. I'm in love
What?
with them.
Yeah,
They're all hot. Is
they're
that in
all
the
hot.
like so many people like Eric, would you ever play Big Brother? And I'm like, of course I would play Big Brother. I really want no, you can't play Big Brother anymore. You have to be super hot.
Right.
I think that's literally the requirement to play, Big Brother now is just be super hot.
We like looking at hot people. Nothing wrong with that.
Some of them like cheating on their girlfriends, but more on that. What do you think about the overall theme for this season? So they said it's a whodunit. I'm very confused about how Arissa is selling this season. I almost wish I could go back to talk to Arissa again because I have new questions. For example, and more specifically, she keeps saying it's a whodunit, it's a murder mystery. Will they solve the murder by the end? What fucking murder? I thought we are playing Big Brother. What murder mystery? Are we doing a murder mystery game or are we playing Big Brother? What am I missing?
Well, I think somebody saw the season of Traders US and went, "Oh my gosh, let's put them in outfits with a I don't know what the official name is for the scarf, but you know what I mean? Kind of like Alan Cummings outfits. The house looks very similar, but I love the house. I think the house looks fantastic. I would love a murder mystery theme. Haven't seen it in the first two episodes, so I mean, am I missing something? I agree with you. Like, where's the mystery?
I
Is
mean,
the
I
mystery
think it.
no one goes home the first week? Is it solved now? What's going on?
Oh, Debbie Dawn in chat says maybe a murderer took out Amal, and that's why they're saying to respect the privacy. She'll show up later in the season.
But then she still has a chance to win, the money and the
Well,
and the
who
glitter
knows?
and
That's
the
my
the
point.
shark
That's my
appliances.
point. No one knows what's happening. That's exactly my point. Is it a murder mystery or is it Big Brother? I don't know. But I will say this. Of all of the themes of Big Brother, I am this would have been the season and the theme I would have loved. I loved a who done it. I would
Yeah.
have loved being in the manor. I would have
Yep.
loved looking for clues. Even if we know from past house guests that even if you like, let's say there's a book on the shelf and when the book pulls out and it says like the
Open
hidden
the
room
door.
is in the fireplace or whatever. You could pull that book out and
Yeah.
find that the hidden room is in the fireplace, and production will go, that's not in play yet, so you have to put that back.
I would have loved a book that you pull out and then all of a sudden the staircase opens up and there's the Circle K room, or what else is in Canada? Jim Hortons. You know what I mean? Like a Jim
It's
Horton room.
Tim Hortons, and
Tim
that's
Hortons.
offensive. Do you know there's a Tim Hortons down the road from me here on Long Island?
Oh, we don't have them here. But I think I remember seeing it when we were there the last time.
It
That's
is.
what I would have loved the house to do. Like, I want those things, right?
Yeah, clearly they don't have the budget for it. Apparently, they're saving the big reveal for when the person finds what I would imagine is going to be the power. I would imagine that like the bookcase and go through the fireplace because you saw it in the intro. They kind of showed like the bookcase moved, then the fireplace opened and it was a tunnel, and then there was like a pedestal at the end of the tunnel. So
Yeah.
clearly it's going to be a power hidden, hidden there. When that's going to come into play, who knows? When the season gets boring, maybe, I don't know. Maybe
Or
when the
there's less
season
people, so we got to spice it up, and there's no live feeds.
a little spicy V it up. Um yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand what, like, I just feel like they should say we love playing this murder mystery theme. We love playing on the theme of it. But it's just the fact that they keep saying it's a whodunit. Who's gonna solve the murder? And I'm just like, why do you keep phrasing it that way? It makes it seem like we're not playing Big Brother. It's very confusing to me.
I would have loved this 2-part comp to be a murder type whodunit, and that could kick it off with that theme, and then we transition into regular Big Brother. You know what I mean?
Well, we can all hope, but who knows?
That's why
It
I was waiting. I couldn't wait for the comp. When I saw the promo in the beginning of episode 1, I was like, oh my gosh, and the glowy eyes, and I was like, yay, I'm so excited. And then we're putting it together a puzzle of Kevin.
I mean, everybody always, I will definitely say I love a season of Big Brother Canada. I think that their intro, the way they start the season, I think the production value blows away anything our Big Brother does. But it also almost like pigeonholes them a little bit, as we're seeing now. But yeah. Yeah, I love this theme. I would want to be part of this theme, and I'm here for the theme. I'm here for the theme.
Yeah. What do you think of the Big Brother voice?
Oh, I didn't notice. Was it different? Was it different?
Remember there being a voice. Was there a voice before?
Are you talking about when the producer came on?
Not when the producer came on and announced that Amal left. There is a Big Brother voice. Everyone to the diary room, or not everyone to the diary room, but it was announcing stuff, and it was like a computer-generated voice. It was driving me nuts. Is it in my head?
So as John just said earlier, he doesn't watch the live feeds. Yes, we're all aware that there's a Big Brother voice that calls people to the...
This one was saying, yeah, but it wasn't like a person, like a producer talking, like everybody on your mark, we're about to start. This voice was narrating. It was a computer voice. It was driving me nuts.
Pat is asking what drugs you're on. Where did you hear this voice, John? Did anyone else hear the voice? Did anybody else hear the voice with you? Do you have anyone nearby in case something happens?
I'm going to go on Canada's site right now, Big Brother Canada. I'm going to record it. I'm going to tweet it out to all of you.
Was it on the premiere episode, or you heard this voice tonight?
I don't think I heard it tonight. I heard it in the premiere, and it was a computer-generated voice, and I'm like, why is this happening?
Yanisa in chat says, Cocaine Bear with John.
I can grow a beard out and then be Cocaine Bear, right?
Everyone in chat is telling me there is no difference in the voice. Don't know what John's talking about.
There is, and it drove me nuts. And it was in the first. I'm looking at my notes, and I'm like, it was just in the first episode.
Maybe just now that you just have this whole new outlook on life. You're seeing everything new for the first time. Hearing weird voices. So that's great. Marcy, we don't know. Marcy's like, is he talking about the announcer? Marcy, no one has a clue what he's talking about.
I will prove myself right after this show.
Okay, well then go tweet it out. We will want a recording. You can record your television, follow at Comedy Jonah on Twitter, and let's all see his magic voice that he's gonna tweet out. Holy God.
Wouldn't it be
Okay.
funny if there was like a video playing in the background? I'm like, what's that?
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. I cannot wait to see what it is. Do we love all of the sponsors? You just mentioned Circle K. So now we know we have like a Circle K room, a Wendy's room. Hey, get your clothes by Winners. They have like 17 sponsors this season. It just, is it too much?
For this particular one, no. With Star Jones was on The View and she had her entire wedding sponsored, yes. Do you know what I mean?
You know what I like, John? You know what I like? I like that you have current references. I like that you know how to tap into what the kids are.
That's what popped.
I like that you like to talk and know what the kids are doing today on the TikToks. You're making 20-year-old Star Jones View references.
That's inappropriate. But not
Barbara
for
Walters
this.
is dead, John. She's dead. She's not even alive anymore.
Right? So, but yeah, and I think it's great to have sponsors. What I don't like about this is that I don't want it to be part of my prize. Like, what if I don't use Shark products and vacuums? Like, that's...
You're a fool.
All of this cleaning equipment. You're going to get some cash. You're going to get some win. Like, don't break it up. Just cash it all in. I want the cash. And let the sponsors just, I'll use a Shark vacuum while I'm in the house. Like, I'll sweep up and I'll drink with my Brita and my Soda Stream and everything. I'll use all the products. But the prize, all cash, baby. All cash.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. I mean, look, if it keeps the show alive, I'll never understand. I'll never understand why we're not allowed to pay for the feeds to help out the show. I don't get why they're so anti us all paying for the feeds. I think it'd be a great way to keep the show alive. But hey, if they need sponsors to keep the show alive, then go for it, I say. Go for it.
But you know, I do like things like when Winners gives them their clothes and they have a fashion show. Like, I like seeing that.
Oh, I do not at all. I could give a crap ton less.
Well, I want to be in the background with them getting dressed. Like, okay, what's
Well, that's what I'm saying. What was that fashion show tonight? I was like, hello, why do the guys have their clothes on? What's happening?
Why are they wearing too many clothes?
Yeah, take your clothes off. And by the way, do we just have to talk about it now? Can we just get... Can I just get this over with right now? Can I just have my 3-second, can we have my first rant of the season, please? So, there is obviously Roberto, okay? You can even... Muy caliente. Roberto has his nose pierced, he has his nipple pierced, and he has 1 million tattoos. I said it last year with Gino. I'm going to say it again now with Roberto. I don't believe that straight men pierce one nipple. I believe that is reserved for the gays. So I never met a straight man that's like, oh, hurt my nipples. Oh, yes, nipple hurt. Now maybe I'm not a straight girl, and maybe the women that watch the show can be like, oh my God, my husband loves when I flog his nipples or something. But to me, that's such like a gay man thing that I don't even fucking get it. So that's number one. Don't get how the Canadian boys all love a pierced nipple. And I don't understand the nipple through the nose. I don't understand it with anybody. Don't you people like
through the nose, right? Not a nipple
piercing?
through the nose.
Well, I'm sorry, a piercing through the nose. Like, don't you like to make out and touch faces?
That's especially when it's hard. It would hurt.
I would just be so terrified that I was going to rip your nose ring out at all moments of everything in life that I don't understand. So that's just my rant. Roberto, super hot. Hope and Ty are my other super hotties.
Yeah, and you know what? Back in the 80s.
I'm sorry.
Back in the 80s, the gays were piercing, or the 90s or whatever, were piercing the one nipple. Now, you know, we don't know what Roberto's pronouns are, right? So do we even know that he's gay? We don't even know.
I think it's pretty clear he's straight. I think it's pretty clear he's straight.
Okay, he's a cis male?
Cis male, yeah. You've come a long way, buddy. So he's cis male. You got it.
I don't like any nipples pierced. I like to suck on them. I don't want the metal and the hardware around my teeth.
Yeah, you chip a tooth.
I've spent too much money on my teeth. I don't need that.
Yeah, I don't understand. And I'm
And I don't
sorry.
want anything in my nose because how am I going to blow my nose? How am I going to? You got to
Well,
take
this
it
isn't
out.
about you.
You got to. If I was to do it, you got to trim the hairs. You're going to get boogers all over. To me, it's just dirty. It seems dirty. With
Can
a
I
nipple,
just say one?
nipple.
Can I just say one other thing right away?
What?
'Cause I don't want to forget. Can I get a check? Can I get a check? Can I get a check, please? Get a check. I need my puzzle check. I was like, what is happening? You are the most extra gay I've ever met, John Michael. And by the way, when I saw that his name was John Michael, I went, you're gay. I don't need to know anything else. There's never been a straight John Michael ever, as far as I'm aware. And he's walking away like, call me John Michael. And he like walks through the house in Vogue. He's like, I'm gonna go to do the comp. Welcome here. I'm not working with you. You're a guy and I'm a gay. And I'm just like, you are like on an extra 10 of gay, sir. You took gay to the gay max.
Well, it's like gay cocaine bear, right? It's like
Yes.
It's too much. It's too soon.
It's
And
too much.
my mom almost named me John Michael. So
Well,
you're right.
and
it is a gay
point
name.
proven. Point proven.
But
Point
it's
proven.
way too much. Like, sitting there just going through the open rooms and stuff, just trying to be, it's just too extra. It's the extra
Well,
I don't want. I don't need more of that.
It's such an ego. Like, you can just see his ego. Like, he wasn't even HOH yet. We know that it was him and oh my god, what's her name, that are fighting to be the HOH. He's not even. Yeah, he's not even HOH yet. He is in that, Wendy's storage room with the other guys, like, just so you know, I will be going for guys. Girl, you're not even HOH. Relax.
Okay. And you know what? Don't say it to the guys.
No kidding. No. Use it. You go to the girls and be like, hey, girls, you want to go against the guys? Let's, like, get together.
I'm half girl. And then you go to the guys and say, hey, guys, how you doing? Let's get the girls out. Yeah, we're bros. You know what I mean? You play the game.
It's the whole I'm not afraid to say it. I'll say it to them. I'll say it to Canada. Well, you can say it to Arissa when you're leaving because you're a moron.
Exactly.
Say it to Arissa when you go home because you've literally hi, you're the first HOH. You could literally, if he would have been, you could have used this to gather information, get alliances, get people in, keep your mouth shut, gather all the info. Instead, you're like, you know what? I'm going to make all the fiercest competitors come at me because I am a gay man and I can beat them. Beat them. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. And I'm just like, I can't.
Do you know the only time when you don't listen?
When
you talk?
Yeah.
John Michael.
And why, I swear to God, in the first episode, if you're going to go back to find out your mystery voice, can you please look when John Michael was doing his thing? He literally said, I'm a 20-year-old. And I specifically remember because I turned to my mother and said, 20 going on 40. And then later on, when he was in the gyro room, under his name, it said 28 years old. And I was like, well, you're getting closer to the right age.
Did you edit some of my notes? I had all their ages there, and it's gone now.
It's probably at the top of your notes, Mr. Richardson. Maybe it's not. I don't see it. You're right.
Their names.
Well, I'm sure chat knows and will. I'm sure chat knows and will tell us his age. But yeah, I thought that was very weird. I thought that was. I thought that was very weird.
On the plus side, he's a good-looking gay. Like, seeing him roll the ball tonight in that second part, he had nice buff shoulders. Like, I was like, oh, how you doing?
You say butt shoulder? You say butt shoulder?
Buff shoulders.
Oh, buff shoulders.
Like, he's been
I don't know.
Out. He's got buff shoulders. Like, he's got a nice physique. I was like, how you doing? Yeah. Everybody's hot this season.
Here's my problem. I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble for saying this. He reminds me What was the movie with the red light, green light, boom, 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 everybody's dead, and we all loved it on Netflix, and then Netflix tried to make a reality show about it, and then people actually died. Oh God, I'm giving such good clues for this.
Oh my
Thank
God.
you. Chat told me is Squid Games.
Really?
He reminds me of the bad guy from Squid Games.
Okay,
That's
then,
why
you know, it's a
it's
completely different race, but that's fine.
I'm just saying that's who he reminds me of. Like when
Oh, the
he
way he
wears the
acted.
bla like when he has the blazer and he's saying like I'm so serious playing this game now and I'm going to come
Listen,
after you.
I'm still shaking from the first part. I'm still shaking.
I'm still shaking. How are you doing? Okay, and I need a check. I need a check. When he literally stopped to pose and go, I need a check. I need a check. And I
That's
was
stuff
just
I
like,
like.
what are you
That's stuff
doing?
I like. I like to be entertained. I don't like you telling people that less than a week, I'm going after you guys. I'm going after the boys. That I don't like.
Why not just be like, hey guys, like if you had any level of intelligence in your brain, which by the way, you should not be making any deals, you are in the perfect power position, you should be letting the deals come to you so that you have deniable plausibility. But let's just say you can't control the diarrhea of your mouth. What you should have said was, hey guys, I know everyone always wants to go after the guys. Just know, like, I have your back. I'm going to try and diffuse that situation for you. I got your back. Because obviously the big straight guys aren't really going to be team gay. So like do something to try and get them on your side, not be like, I'm just gonna get you not to be on my side at all.
Well, it's almost like, well, you know, you're straight and I can't have you, so I'm just gonna get rid of you. I don't want to look at you anymore. Okay, so
There's something about him that so rubs me the wrong way. Can you tell?
a little bit.
And I don't know what it is. He is just like, I think for me, if I'm, working through my John Michael problems, I think he represents like the highfalutin snooty gay that would have nothing to do with me and just be like, no, I can't. Like that's what he represents for me, and it's why I think
Maybe because I was the highfalutin gay, that's why it doesn't bother me.
well, and now everyone understands a whole new dynamic of this show. So what did you think of the girls? What did you think of the girls being like, boys are gross, makeup like Girls Alliance? Like, who was it? It was, I think, not Claudia, because we're gonna talk about Claudia in a
Not
minute.
Claudia. Yeah.
Was it Santina and Renee? Was it when she
It
was
was
like doing her
Renee. It
makeup
was
tonight?
Renee doing her makeup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was doing it, and I just felt like that whole scene was like, we're like really pretty. I mean, I like our makeup. Our makeup is really great. And anyway, the boys are gonna stick together, so we should totally stick together too.
It just reminded me of that gummy bear commercial when they all have the little kid voices.
Yeah, I didn't get it at all. But then there's Claudia, who is just like, hello, girls, these guys are together.
Oh
Stop
yeah.
flirting.
Oh, the boys
Stop
are
just.
just hanging out. They're just
They're
like
just
so
hanging out.
yeah.
They're
They're
just
just
hanging out.
yeah. They're just
Guys are just hanging out. They're just friends. They just like to work out and be muscly together.
No, I like Claudia a lot. She's really paying attention. You know why? Because she's not talking all the time like John Michael. Like she saw how the boys are. She, talked to Zach and kind of called out his bromance because she saw that. And when we're saying the guys and the bromance, it's not all the guys. It's
No.
the straighty acting or whatever jockey type of guys. We're not the Daniels or the John Michaels or whatever. So, but yeah, she's doing it, and then she even went, and I think it was a little strong with Santina when we didn't know if she was gonna be HOH yet. It was like, so you and I haven't talked. Well, we've only been in the house for less than 48 hours.
Oh,
You and I
really?
haven't. You and I haven't talked yet. So, what do you think? What's going on in your mind?
Oh, see, now that's funny that that's how you took that. I took it
Yeah.
as if I was Santina. I almost felt like that was more offensive that he was like, well, we haven't talked when it's like, it's been a day. It's
Right.
probably been 2 days. You
Right.
haven't talked about what you're doing yet. And now, in the last minute, you've decided to be like, oh, I'd like to talk to you just in case. Like, that's what I'm saying. John Michael's ego is so. Like, if I was her, I would just be like, you could have talked to me for 2 days. Now, when we're getting ready, you want to talk to me in case you lose.
Well, no, I mean, the one I was talking about with Claudia talking to Santina
Oh,
before
Claudia
Santina knew
talking.
Claudia talking to Santina before Santina knew she was HOH. So Santina was getting everyone. All the guys were. Hope was talking to her. Claudia kind of cornered her in the room and was like, "Hey, we haven't talked. We haven't had a chance to talk yet. Like, what are you thinking?" And I, as the viewer, was thinking, "You haven't even been in the house for 2 days. Like, why are you
Right.
approaching her like, hey, you and
While
I
they're
haven't
doing
had a
makeup.
chance to talk?" Yeah. So,
No, I
but
got it.
I agree with you watching John Michael and Santina get ready and they're looking at each other and they're getting dressed and it's just like, oh, I wish you luck, okay, you're safe, okay, we're safe if I'm safe,
We're
so
all safe. Let's all be
we're all
safe
safe,
together.
so. Yeah, and it's like, why haven't you talked? And then it's just like, should we stick together? Oh, we should totally stick together. So, and I'm like, really? And this is something, okay, I'm taking back my answer. This is something I wish we had the live feeds so we could hear and see more of their conversation in the house, but we can't because there's no live feeds.
All you got to do is just be like, I'm so angry. There's no life. You'll get everyone on your side. Um, you know who I want on my side in the house, but not really?
Who?
That little leprechaun guy. The leprechaun guy. You know who I'm talking about. The one who's like, oh, you got me kids. Oh, no, that's not
Jonathan.
leper. John, this one, Jonathan.
Jonathan.
He,
Yeah.
hey, I got me kid at home, and I think I'm gonna do the boo boo boo. And I'm just like, what? You sound like a leprechaun.
Hey, I could look for that pot of gold under that rainbow.
He's just like, oh, I love that these guys like that I got my kids. I don't know why I can't do a leprechaun right now. My frosted Lucky Charms are magically delicious. I'm just like, I don't understand his whole deal. That's all I wanted to say. He's like a little leprechaun every time he talks. I'm just like, what?
He's like 6'2", so he's not a leprechaun. He's gorgeous. But then I heard the kid, and I'm like, oh, baggage. And then he's like, yeah, I'm a fisherman. I'm like, oh, it's gonna smell bad when he comes home. So
My mother is so funny because, again, everyone, like, life's different, which is why these shows are different. So obviously, I have to be with my mom. So my mom watches the show with us now, and while we're watching live, and I think in his intro package, he starts off by going, "I've been married for 1 year." And then his next sentence is, and I have a 12-year-old son, and I knew it was coming. Oh, I knew. My mother was like, that means that they had sex before they were married. And I was like,
did you see what I
yes,
wrote in
mother.
the notes? Did you see
What
what I
did you
wrote
write?
in the notes for
What
your
did you write in
mother?
the note? Big whore?
Actually, I
Man whore?
I
Prostitution
know, I need to
whore?
scroll that.
Gauged
Top
15
seller that
times?
talks about being a whore at 21 and birthing a human.
And what did he have to do? He probably just dumped his little leprechaun seed into somebody and moved along.
He's not little.
No, he sounds like a leprechaun. So to me, he's little. Where's Jonathan? At the end of a rainbow is sitting in a pot of gold.
He's
Isn't it St.
magically
Patrick's
delicious.
Day? Isn't it St. Patrick's Day soon? That's where Jonathan should be.
It is. It's like next week, isn't it?
Beats me. I don't. Okay. Typical us. We're nowhere yet. What did you think of Arissa talking about nobody going home?
I was just gonna go there too. I loved it because, well, first of all, she lied because Amira went home. Amel went home.
I'm
But I
all.
loved it. Do you know why? Because I feel like every season of whatever country Big Brother has, the first person that goes home, we never get a chance to know them, right? We see them at the last day at the reunion or when they're going to name the winner, and it's like, oh yeah, you were there. So I thought it was nice that we get to know that house guest a little longer. But then Amel went home, so
It's a mall. She literally gave you the hint. She said, "Where do you go shopping?" In a mall. It's so easy. It's a mall.
well, Amal went home, and I thought that was like, oh my gosh. So she
I
ended up
loved her.
going home anyway.
And I loved her. Like her intro package when she
Hmm.
was very much like, I'm ready to have my she said something like, oh god, I keep getting it wrong. She said something like, I am a happy, fun, go lucky person all the time, and I'm ready to bring my happy self to Canada. And I was just like, oh my god, she was like a breath of fresh air and like a ray of sunshine, and I'm
Hmm.
so sad.
I
um
know.
I hope that it is not that she could not handle the stress of that. Like, I don't think people realize, you and I know, and I find it funny every season when people think that, like, when they walk in those doors, they just left Arissa on the stage. No, it's a set, like, 3 minutes away, number one. But then the other most shocking thing to me is that house looks so large on TV, and it is teensy tiny. And I couldn't imagine. I feel like I would get so claustrophobic in that house, especially because there's no real outside. It's a
Yep.
fake backyard. You only have the jacuzzi, and you rarely have that.
Right.
I don't know that I could handle it personally, but so I'm hoping that, it sounds bad to say I'm hoping she left for other reasons, but yeah, I
Right.
I don't know. I'm sure we'll find out. There's no way we're not going to find out, so I'm sure we'll find
I
out.
hope it's reasons like, her family won the lottery. You don't have to be
Right.
on this damn show anymore.
Right,
I'll buy you
exactly.
all the shark products you want. Just come home, Amal. Come home.
You can have all the shark. First of all, you should get a Dyson. I agree that just Shark is just garbage. However,
Shit.
I'm not anti Ninja. I do love a Ninja food processor. It has changed my
Me
life.
too.
So I love a
Oh,
Ninja,
oh
but
my.
Shark is gross. Okay. So yeah, I thought that was great. What did you think of the new last out twist where whoever comes in last is automatically a nominee? We liking this twist?
I
We're not
love
liking it.
it. I like
Okay.
the twist. Because people aren't going to throw comps and stuff, right?
Why?
They're going to
You just
try.
gotta, you can still throw it. It's just gonna mean like, well, I know who the worst person's gonna be in this comp, so I just gotta do a little better than the worst person.
Right.
I don't like it. It's totally stupid. Here's where it would have been good. It would have been good if that was one nominee and then the HOH only nominated one other person. Then I
Right.
would have cared more about it. I don't like that the HOH is still nominating two people and then that person's going up. Because number one, it allows a smaller number of people to control the game because now you've removed yet another vote from the voting pool. It's gonna allow 4 or 5 guys to get together and run the game, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I don't like it for any of those reasons. And stop giving us twists that we're not asking for. If you want to give us a twist that we care about, just stop saying the votes. I don't understand why they have to say by a vote of 5 to 4. It just say who got evicted. It would let people would vote how they want to vote. They wouldn't be forced to vote with alliances. It would create more chaos in the game. It would be
Yeah.
so much more fun if you
How
just
would it
said
create
who was
more
voted out
chaos? It
and
creates more
stop
chaos.
reading the votes.
It creates
Oh,
more chaos to know who the votes are because that's what we want to see, the switching and the psychology and the mind fucking and all of that
You
stuff.
mean to
I
not
agree
know
with
the
you.
votes?
I agree
Yeah.
with you. I want to keep it at 2 nominations. I hate 3 nominations.
I
I hated
hate
it
3
any
nominations.
twist. Like, no, it makes the game worse, I think. 2 nominations, that's what we want. I agree with you as far as a bigger group starting to control the house because there's 3 people. But I want to know who voted for who. I want to know. If I was in the house,
And I feel like it allows people to like have such inflated egos too on like the wiki pages where they're like, I survived 12 eviction. No, you didn't. I understand that you were on the block because of some stupid twist, but you are never a choice to go home. Nobody cared about you, Jordan.
you're called upon.
You're a pawn. Yes, you were on the block. I don't care. Oh, ZZ in chat brings up a really good point that we're forgetting. 3 nominations and 1 person is safe each week for safety insurance at safetyinsurance.com voted to save the leprechaun this week. Oh my god. Let's just let everyone not go home.
Except the
Give me
mall.
a break.
Except for
This
a
is
mall.
what's killing the show.
Could safety insurance have saved a mall? I mean, if it's
Right, could you go figure out what a mall's problem is and bring her back?
Yeah, can we cash in a policy or something and bring her back? Because I miss her.
And for the love of God, here's the new twist. I want you to introduce the whole cast, then have some glass box up on the fucking stage with some hot guy in it and some hot girl. And then their thing is, they're gonna be right here in this glass box on the goddamn stage for a week. And when somebody self-evicts in the first week, for whatever reason, we get to walk out and break the glass box and put that person in the game. Because somebody is always leaving in the first week, you know you have the people, let them in the game.
Like right next to the fire axe, right? Like,
yes.
You got the fire axe. You got an alternate that can come in the game at any moment. Break the glass. I love it. I love that.
Break the glass and let the person in. I'm sorry, when somebody goes home the first week, it's stupid. I don't mean it's stupid. Like, I'm not saying like a mulsing. I'm saying it's stupid that they don't have some plan in place to put in another player. Like, it's been 2 days.
Right.
Get another player in the game somehow. More players is what makes the game interesting, and you're implementing these twists to make like half the house safe, and now we lost a person already. I don't like it.
There's no difference. There's no difference.
No
Twist
difference.
One, not even relevant anymore. Like not even.
No. Someone went home.
Went home.
Amal, where are you? Can you please tell us what's going on? Amal, can you hear me? Where can't you hear me,
Hey,
Amal?
Google, where's Amal?
I literally hope.
This is near you. It's actually a mall.
I literally wanted it to be like, well, you're located at 635 Marvin Lane, so we have the closest mall to you. It's actually right across the street. Have people showing up at Comedy Jonah's house?
Oh no, I'm in a secured building with 24-hour concierge, so.
Okay, well then maybe for the next show they could fix your lighting. Okay, so what did you think of the first HOH competition? Once again, Big Brother Canada is never going to be outdone by these comps. I think their comps are always beautiful. It seemed like a little fairyland, like, let's go up the hole, down the hole, get the pieces, do the puzzle, working in pairs. We get to pick our pairs, everything. I just loved it. I love the way their sets look. I thought it was let's put it this way. I thought it was a fair first competition. I don't like seeing a first competition, and in no way am I saying that women cannot be as athletic or as strong as men are, but you all know that we have seen first HOHs where it's like, hold up 90 pounds of water, and the last one of you to hold up the 90 pounds of water, you get to be, and it's like, Well, of course the big buff guy is winning this one. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Although
yeah.
Karen did win it. Although I feel like Karen won her physical. Anyway, I'm just happy to see a more what I would consider balanced competition based on people's different heights and strengths and abilities. I like seeing it to be a more fairly balanced first HOH, I guess is my point.
No, and I agree. I thought part one with the invitation puzzle, I thought, great, we're getting into that, who done it, right? Now we're getting the invitation, you know what I mean? And I was really hoping part two would be more of that kind of murder mystery to get this theme off the ground the first week of Big Brother Canada. And so the second part just really kind of confused me, even though I love Kevin, but I don't get it. Oh,
Let me tell you that net, when I was watching, I was like, oh,
yeah.
hell no.
I was
When they had to
devastated.
go down into the net, when they had to go down into that net and the one person had to undo it because you were getting caught in that, I was literally watching it like this. I was rocking like, oh my god. All I could think is just being caught in a net and not
all
being able to move my body.
all
No.
I was thinking is because I'm shorter than you that I would be in the net. Because you being so tall in the net, it would have taken forever to get you out. That's
Well,
what I
see,
was
other people were disagreeing. Other people were like, Eric, you wouldn't get caught. Half your body would be out of the net. Someone would just have to get your leg through. I was like, oh, that's probably a good point.
I don't know how they got like it all twisted up, and some of them just
No, no, it was twisted. That was the point. I believe the net is twisted around like 2 times at the bottom, so you have to go in with. That
oh,
was
I
the
was
whole
just like,
challenge
what is
of it was
happening with these Gen Zers? They're just not coordinated.
no, and I liked that it was a puzzle, and then
Hmm.
I liked all of it. I thought it was a very fair, very good thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it as a
I
first HOH.
and I love when people say, "Oh my gosh, I love puzzles. I do them at home, like Claudia did." She was almost barely finished. Like I love it. As soon as someone says something, "Oh my gosh, I love puzzles. This is great." I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" It happens on Big Brother, and it happens in Survivor too. Like, "Oh my gosh, I really like this." It's just like, you're about to do horrible.
You're about to do horrible on your puzzle. Yeah, I'm sure it's nerves as well. I don't think I would do good on anything. I don't think I would do good on anything. Like if there was big, which it's basically the circle. But if there was like Big Brother where you didn't have to do competitions, I think I would do really well. But the fact that you have to do these competitions, I would do horrible.
No, and I don't like the fact that you got to earn like the food and stuff, especially like Australia is really, I guess, more like that than
Yeah, I'm 40 something. I've
I just
earned food.
I can do the circle. I can, catfish, but I want my own set of pans. I want to make my own food. I can be alone. It's fine.
And it
Like
adds nothing. It
the
adds
circle,
nothing to the
absolutely.
show. It literally adds nothing to the show
To starve them.
to starve them. It just makes the
Get them
show bad.
boots. Yeah. Get
I don't
boots.
get it. But Canada's good about that. Canada does not really Canada does not go crazy with the making
No.
them not eat and stuff.
Right.
So, like you said, it was Santina and John Michael that were the first, winning pair. So now
Hmm.
they're going to have to go head to head. And like we said, it was Santina that ended up winning. So she will now be the HOH. The two people that came in last was Renee and Shania. Is it Shania or Shania?
I thought it was Shania.
I thought it was Shania too. Coming into last place. So okay. Now one of them two are going to be nominated. Oh, whoop de do.
Well, I mean, seeing the girls struggling with the net too, it was just like, come on, twist it. This
Twist
isn't,
the net.
you're not at home where everyone's going to get a participation trophy. This is a competition reality show. Come on, girl.
Yeah, and no one's sending either of them home. I agree with Courtney and Chad. No one's sending either of those two people home. No one's sending either of those two home. What I know that we were talking about the fashion show. What did you think of Hope's reaction during the fashion show when he acted like he never saw anyone in a wig before?
Oh my gosh.
He was like,
You
I was like,
look
girl, you
like
need to
a
go to a
rock
drag
star."
show. Bring Hope to a drag show.
Right?
He lost his mind. Lost his ever-loving mind over seeing her in a pink suit with, sparkle shoes and all of it amazing.
It was hilarious because I'm like, Vanessa talked about kind of her alopecia and all of that stuff. And was it the reaction to see hair on her head? Like, I wasn't understanding his reaction, but then it was just like, you look like a rock star. Like, it was, I don't know, it was weird.
I love him. Like, honestly,
I
his
love
whole
him too.
story.
I think if it was totally innocent. Like, Hope
Oh,
is,
yeah.
Hope is hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is so hot, but just
But
his
it was
story
way
about.
like, oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just his whole story about how he went to, I forget where he went, but I'm like, I love his story and I forgot it.
So much, I forget.
Well, everyone knows I'm lucky if I have a 5-minute memory these days. But how he went and put the basketball courts in and did, like, oh my god, there are just so many people in this world that like talk and don't do anything.
Yeah.
And to know that he is somebody that's like, I want to make a change in the world and I'm doing it. Love him. I want him to win. Hope is amazing. I hope Hope wins. Just amazing.
Yeah.
So love seeing his reaction. Now I'm so confused. Well, first, what did you think of the Circle K room? Did you know what Circle K is? I totally thought it was something else.
I did. Like, we used to have them here on the West Coast. I grew up as a kid going to the Circle K. I think 7-Eleven bought them all out.
Okay, so here's the thing. Like I said, I'm live every day from, like 4 in the afternoon, probably to like 2 in the morning most days. We all talk and chat about a million different things. I think it was maybe Zizi was guesting in. She has an accent. Sometimes I don't understand her well. And she kept saying, Circle J is sponsoring the show. And I'm like, she's like, Circle J is going to be part of the show now. And I'm just like, they're doing circle jerks on Big Brother Canada? Like, I legitimately did not get that Circle K is a convenience store. I thought people were being funny and being like, it's a Circle J. Like, let's all get around and have a Circle J in the Big Brother house. And I'm just like, what is happening?
Nope. It's a convenience store.
The convenience store, you got it. It's a convenience store.
It's a K and it's a circle.
Circle K, and they sell snacks.
Like a 7-Eleven.
So it's a 7-Eleven. Can you get gas?
7-Eleven.
It's like a Wawa?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is it like a Wawa?
What's that?
I don't know. We don't have it either, but I hear a lot of people say Wawa all the time, that they love the Wawas.
It sounds like a condition. I think there's a cream.
I don't know. Everybody loves the food from a Wawa, and I keep saying, I'm from New York. We don't eat food from gas stations. Whatever. That's for New Jersey people to do. Yeah, I don't, whatever. So it's okay. Okay, so then, right, we're seeing the guys. We are seeing Jonathan, Ty, so hot, and Zach all in the room being like, we should do, basically what the guy, I totally forget what the Adam Pike and Anthony and Toothless, I forget what their thing was called already, but they very much wanted to create one of those again, like, okay, we're each gonna go get a girl, and then we're gonna bring the girls in, and then the pretty boys, right, and we're gonna be part of it, and I'm just like, I cannot, because Zach, who I keep thinking looks like The Miz. If you know, like, the wrestler, The Miz, and I think he used to be on, like, MTV's Real World or whatever. That's who he looks like to me. But anyway, he's like, well, I'm not going to do anything bad. I do have a girlfriend, but then maybe I will. Maybe I'll cheat on this show. I don't care. And then the fact that he was like, I don't care if I have to get in bed with a guy or a girl, if I have to suck some D or eat a clam, I'm going to do whatever I got to do to win this game. And I'm just like,
you and I've been saying that for years.
I have been saying that for years.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't say it to the camera.
You would just do it in front of the camera.
Yeah, I would be like this.
Like
Durham, oh God, I'm so torn. Don't hate me, country. What am I doing? I don't know. I'm so torn. I wouldn't be like, you know what? I'm going to fuck anything that moves. That's what I'm going to do to win this game. You guys should totally support me. I'm a big old man whore. Oh, that's not what I would do.
Make sure, you got your prep and then just get on Big Brother and, just cuddle up to everybody.
I don't like when straight acting, men, this is my issue with the Kevin Martins of the world. I don't like, and I realize I'm a hypocrite because I'm like, everything's fair in Big Brother, but I don't like when a more leaning straight person who knows they're never going to have a gay relationship with the gay in the house then tries to manipulate the gay in a, well, I would totally be with you. I'm everything that you want. Won't you be with me? Keep me safe. Da-da-da-da. Like, I don't like that type of manipulation in the game.
I do.
No, I don't.
I mean, all is fair in love and war. It's like, you know what?
No, I know, you're right. I admit I'm a hypocrite.
This is a game, It's like, you want to cuddle up? Yeah, we have an alliance. You got my back? Literally be on my back.
First of all, Jackie in chat is saying, no way would Eric flirt with girls or make out with a girl to win. Excuse me, Jackie. Hey, baby. You want to come back to my room?
Who says, hey, baby?
I don't know. Straight guys do, yo.
They don't be like, hey, baby. Hey, baby.
Hey, Jackie. Does that work?
I would start laughing
Jackie.
if I was the girl. If I was the girl, I'd be like, oh my
Wouldn't
gosh.
not laugh at me.
911, help. I do want to comment about Jermaine King in the YouTube chat says there's no live feeds because of the Circle J's. So
there you go. Jermaine gets it.
Jermaine, there. Mystery solved in the second episode.
Pretty sure there's no live. Pretty sure there's no live feeds because people on social media don't know how to just calm the F down and relax.
Oh, absolutely.
Do you know there was literally someone on Twitter who said to Arissa, I hope your kids are safe when you're on stage because of the live feeds.
Are you kidding me?
No. And then they'll be like, I don't understand why the live feeds are canceled. Because there's a lot of fucking crazy people. And unfortunately, the few ruin it for the many. And I stand by the fact that 90% of Twitter is amazing, but the 10% that's horrible, some of us 90% co-sign their bullshit and give them too much power, and we should stop.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Preferably before we lose big. That I just have to say that was my other little favorite thing. Everybody was celebrating like BBUS said they're not going to get rid of the feeds, and here's me reading that. Oh, now you all believe production? Oh, now you all. So when production says something you want to hear, you believe them. Oh, okay. Good luck.
Reminds me of the last presidency here in the U.S.
Right. No, I'm sure that if it didn't benefit them, they wouldn't take your feeds away in 3 seconds.
Right.
If they got a higher bid from sponsors to not have live feeds, if a sponsor came in and said, I'm going to give you more money than the live feeds, but I don't want to be associated with all that toxic social media stuff, like the Canada sponsors did, they would pull the live feeds in 1 second. Mark my words.
Yeah.
But you guys just keep believing them. Do I think we'll have it this summer? I sure do. Do I think we will have it in the next 2 years? I do not. You'll
For
see.
US?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I don't think we will.
Monitoring how.
By the way,
for Canada?
and want to be very clear, not saying that's what I want, just saying. Do I think that's what'll happen? I do. I said that we were going to lose the live feeds for Canada a year ago, and everyone told me I was crazy. And look what happened.
It's like you're the Oracle.
It's like I am the Oracle, but that's fine. So I just thought it was funny, these guys trying to create a plan that we've already seen happen time and time again on this show. I thought it was ridiculous for Zach to be like, I'm gonna be with whatever moves if that'll help me win.
Oh, I'd be like, come sit over here, kitty cat. Come on, I'll pet you.
Yeah, well, those were all those room full of straight guys. But I mean, again, John Michael should not be voguing through the house, and if he was smart, he would have thrown himself into that.
He should not be going through the house and getting rid of the guys. You know, I love Daniel too, and we don't see Daniel.
Oh, I am not a Daniel fan, sorry. And I know
You're
I'm not
not?
supposed to say that because he's a, whatever.
Why don't you like him?
Let me rephrase. It's not that I don't like him.
Not Dan.
It's
Daniel.
Daniel. So sorry. Other gay.
Yes.
So far, Daniel to me is just other gay. He's like a mix of like Moose and Derek Frazier, I think people were saying yesterday.
He's not on anyone's bad radar, not like John Michael. Like that's why.
No, I like him.
Daniel.
I like him. I'm not saying I don't like him. I like him.
Right. Because we don't know enough yet, and he's keeping his mouth shut and playing the game. Like John Michael, it's way too early.
Yeah, like
But yes,
relax.
Dan, is he gay? Is that what you were saying?
No, I just
No.
remember he was like, I'm a DJ and I go by Zango, and I was like, it's more like Zanno. Here's the thing: when you're like 42 and you're still a DJ, it's kind of like when you're in your 40s and you still podcast in your basement.
Right.
It's just not as cool as you think it is. It's just not as cool as you think it is.
Yeah, or when you're 52 doing this, get that crowd going.
I play the hit Madonna songs. I know Spicy V. I know Spicy V. When I'm working out later, I'm gonna say it's getting spicy in here. That's my shout out for her. It's getting spicy in here. I was just like, give me a break, Dan.
Nipple piercing, just the one.
Give me a break, Dan. First of all, if John Michael was smart in any way, John Michael would have walked through the house like this and went, during my reign, I wish all men to be shirtless. That's what John Michael should have done. If he cared about us at all, he should have been like, Hope, shirt off. Ty, shirt off. Dan, you keep that on. Shirt off. Not Daniel, Dan. Dan, not Daniel.
But what about all the guys should have their shirts off, right? Rivera
Sure,
Cruz.
all the guys should have their shirts off. There's no body shame. What is this? It looks like a pencil. I don't understand him. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's too much. And when Daniel and John Michael walk by his picture like, he's so hot, I'm like, what am I not seeing?
Oh, I think he's totally hot.
No, not hot. It's like, do you know that Roberto exists in your house? And he only has one nipple pierced, so you probably have a chance.
Right. Pay attention. Stop talking, John Michael.
Pay attention to what's going on in your house.
Exactly.
So, like we said, I loved Claudia calling out and being like, we need to go for these guys. She is calling out the guys. She is going to end up being a target of the guys, but I'm hoping that she can rally some of these girls together to go after these guys. For sure.
Nope, absolutely.
What did you think of Santina and John Michael agreeing that whichever one of them wins, the other one's safe? Do you feel that they're going to honor that?
I think they'll honor it.
Well, but now we know that's Santina. Do you think she'll honor it?
I think that she'll honor it. Absolutely. I think it's, you don't know anybody, so it's kind of smart to be like, okay, this is who I was paired with. I sincerely wish you good luck. Like, let's keep each other safe until we don't have to anymore. But that is,
Yeah.
that's our game, yeah. Or work with our game.
I
I'm
saw
more upset with Kuzi not liking pickles.
okay. Number one, I saw Lost and Confused in chat say, I tell Alexa to play music. Am I a DJ? So, there's that. I don't understand pickles. Here's the thing. I don't want a pickle on my plate. Your pickles should never touch my bun. If, for the love of God, if I tell you no pickle and then you hand me the sandwich and then I go, there's no pickle, and you double down that there is no pickle, I will then open the sandwich and God forbid there is a pickle. I have literally smashed it into the drive-thru window. Because there's just so many times that I'm just like, I know you're going to put the pickle. No pickle, no pickle.
See, I'm
okay.
extra pickles. I'm
No.
extra.
Well, that's good for you. Do you know what I want? No pickle. So why do I have a pickle? And here's the thing. A pickle is not like other shit where people can be like, I don't like lettuce. I don't like an onion. And you just take it off. You get one fucking little piece of a pickle on something, that flavor has contaminated the entire food.
For the best.
No one's
because I
talking
love
to you.
pickles.
What? I'm sorry.
Pickle juice can hydrate you. Pickles are magic. They're magical. How would you not want it on everything? I would have it on my cereal if I could.
Siri, I'm gonna need you to shut the fuck up. I'm doing a show. Thank you. I swear to God, my alarms go off on my phone and I'll be like, hey Siri, turn off the alarm. She ignores me. I literally have to say, hey Siri, shut off all the fucking alarms for her to do it.
This is why I got the Aura ring. I don't have any more frickin' Siri anymore.
No one uses Siri. Siri's the worst. I literally only use her for an
I
alarm.
turned it off on my phone. I got rid of my Apple Watch.
Am I supposed to know what an Oracle ring is?
An Aura ring.
What is an Aura ring? Do you have like a
Little
spirit guide that
digital-
tells you? What is it?
Yeah, it tracks everything my watch did except for emails and a phone call.
Okay, but and what? Who is controlling it?
It's connected to my phone, and I have all my apps. It does my sleeps, my heart rates, all of it. Oh, look, there's baby Harvey.
Can you talk to it and tell it to give you a reminder?
No. Why do I need that?
Well, I have early onset Alzheimer's, so I need it.
That's what my Google Assistant is for.
Oh God, you're such trash. Who uses a Google Assistant? It's Siri. It's Alexa. That's who you use. Alexa. She wins,
I'm
hands
not
down.
any more to that Amazon Empire Basics.
Okay, come one of us, Mary. Get on board. Amazon controls the whole world.
Google,
Just get
Eric didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
Google die. I'm at my when I'm at my friend Terrence's house. Everyone who also watches this show.
Results on search.
Everyone knows that I scream at my, lady all day long. She doesn't talk back. I'm at my friend's house. I start yelling at Google. Google will go, you're hurting my feelings.
Yeah.
I don't think you should talk to me. You're a fucking robot, you piece of shit. Fuck you, die. I'll throw you in a pool of water.
It's called AI.
And it's called die. It's called I will put you. I'm not here to have a conversation with you. You're a toaster.
Hey, Google, you're really hurting my feelings.
I'll try to be more careful.
Shut up. Just shut up, Google, you dick. Okay, anyway, can't stand Google. Cannot stand Google at all.
Love it.
Alexa controls my whole life, and I love her. I thought you were going to say that ring was her, and you could talk to her, and I was going to say, wow, you didn't get me a birthday present or a Christmas present, so now I know what you can get me. But it's not Alexa, so forget it.
That shit on my body.
Yeah, okay. So, that's the end of the episode. I mean, again, it's too soon. We don't have live feeds. There's not a crazy ton to talk about. All we just saw is, who's in power now. Okay. So now, is she going to honor the deals? Is she not going to honor the deals? We don't know.
who do we think's in trouble? I mean, it would be easy to be like, okay, you know what, Renee, you really did the worst, like the worst. Like that's
So
not
you think Renee
nice.
did
That's
you?
shitty.
Yeah,
Shitty.
but you, okay, but wait, who do you want? You want
I
Renee?
she yeah, Renee lost. She was the last of the last.
Uh-huh.
It would just be easy to vote her out because you haven't have who would you target? You've been in the house what, 48 hours?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, it's the first HOH. You can do
Right.
whatever you want. That's why I love the first HOH. Literally do whatever you want. Who do I think is going to be in trouble
Yes.
with a Santina HOH?
Yes.
Who do I think is going to be in trouble with a Santina HOH? I hope John Michael. Get rid of him right now. I hope she turns to him and go, remember how it took you 3 days to care what was going to happen if you or I won? Well, now you can start worrying. And who else? I don't know. I like everybody. It's too.
I
I
like
really don't know. Who do you want to go? Who does chat want to go? Chat, tell us in chat
tell us.
who do you hope?
I think Santina might go for the guys. I think you know what? Zach could be in trouble. I think he could be in trouble if I'm thinking about it because I think you know what? Of course, the show doesn't tell us everything, and I think Santina and John Michael have had conversations, and he knows, and they've had the conversation is if I win, this is what I want to do, and if I win, you know, do this and that. So I think Zach is probably on her radar as far as
Chat Chad agrees. Chad is overwhelmingly saying Zach, which is surprising to me. Wow.
well,
Dancing Queen
who's on
says
the
Zach is
pulse
too full
this
of himself.
season? Who's on? Is that how you do it? Look who's on the pulse this season.
I'm gonna need you never to do that again. I'm gonna need you never to do that again.
Do what?
Suck on your finger on this show.
Who me? Who me?
Who me?
Who me?
Who me?
Don't make me sing.
Um,
Don't make me sing.
Twitter agrees. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. So, we'll see. Hopefully, like we said, we got about 2 hours of live feeds now. Now, on a normal week, which we know there's no eviction, I would be telling you all to come into our Discord or our patron group or tweet me your questions for the evicted house guests, because any other week, we'll be interviewing them tomorrow morning, and then that will be
Right.
coming out for you guys on Fridays for the rest of this season. We will do that as well.
And that's
We'll
starting
do
next week, right?
starting next week. We will have
Mm-hmm.
the evicted house guest. So for tonight, I'm just very happy that we're back, John. Again, we're going to be doing these shows every Thursday night after the episode, and then on Fridays it will be an eviction episode. And then, like I said, I'm live every single day, hanging out. If you want Eric live feeds, come hang out with us. Come Twitch with us
I'd
at
love
night.
to. I, is that an invite for me too?
I was just talking to the viewers. And then Discord, Discord as well. Don't worry, we're keeping John out as long as we can. So in the Discord, we watch, look, people know how to torrent the movies in the movie theater. We watch like the current movie. We do a lot in our Discord. It's a lot of fun. So make sure that you guys check that out. And like I always say, follow, like, and subscribe. It's the best way to get alerted every single time that we go live. Of course, if you like this show, clip something, tell a friend, tell a family member, do it all up. Tweet us your questions anytime with hashtag YRRLive, and check
Yep.
out our website for the past like 12, 13 years of shows.
Yep.
So many
And
shows.
Yanisa Martinez is the #1 fan in the YouTube chat. YouTube chat.
I'll give a shout out to EVOO, Debbie, EVOO and Debbie as the top two over in the You Now chat. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you missed my interview with Arissa, that is up now over on YouTube, so go ahead and check that out. John and I will see you guys back here together next week, or I will see you, like I said, I'll be live again in a little while. Bye for now, everybody! Bye, friends!